still be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
Hey cuties, and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new. I'm Cora and today I am back with a speed build video. I know it has been a hot minute since my last speed build, but I went through all of the build and buy on stream on Thursday and I was just so excited. I absolutely love the build and buy of this expansion pack, and I knew I wanted to build something with it. I knew I wanted to build a house for like a single teen to live in, and I thought maybe this cabin, you know, was owned by their parents or is owned by their parents, and they kind of just ended up living here by themselves. So the inside is like a mix of the teen stuff, and then I left the kitchen and bathroom kind of to look like it was already in there, because obviously a kitchen and a bathroom is super hard to replace. The bathroom is a little bit more modern, not super modern, but a tiny bit more modern, because I wanted to use the new tiles from the expansion pack, and I think they're like, they can go both ways, you know. I just think they're actually super adorable and I wanted to use them so badly, so we did. But the kitchen I used is from Cottage Living, so you know it looks like it's a little bit older, which I think is fitting for the cabin. And then I made the living room and bedroom to look like the teen just kind of like grabbed everything they had and threw it in there. There's a lot of clutter, you know, it's very teen-like. The walls are covered in posters and, you know, just little knickknacks around the house all over. There's a lot of clutter, but don't worry, I did playtest this build. Sometimes I forget, but with this one I was like, I need to playtest this because there is a high chance that some of this stuff doesn't work. It does. I was shocked to put it, you know, like that. I didn't expect everything to work. I was fully going into this being like, okay, I think I need to like scoot around a few things, but I didn't. It was fine. Everything works. You can use everything in this build. It is obviously available on the gallery if you use hashtag TheSimPanions. Gallery ID is also TheSimPanions. If you ever look for it, it's in the description down below. And yeah, I'm actually really happy with how this cabin turned out. I haven't done a build in so long. It's been way too long, and I kind of throughout like the last week or so, I just continuously went back into my game and like saw that I had so many unfinished projects laying around in my game save file, and it was, you know, kind of filled me with shame. I was like, oh no, I've just abandoned all of these builds. But then I also saw a few builds that I was kind of proud of. I don't know, sometimes I get very self-conscious about my building skills because I feel like there's so many amazing builders out there, and then whenever I jump in I'm like, yeah, it just looks fine. You know, but going into that save file, I looked at a few previous builds I've just done on my own time, and I was like, some of these are actually really nice. And I think it's just when I get back into the practice of building that, you know, I feel more comfortable and things turn out better. Something that I struggle with though, oh yeah, I didn't even finish that sentence, did I? So wallpaper is something I'm not good at. So are backyards, yards of any type. I don't understand how to do them, especially when I do like a little bit of a tiling or something on the outside. It never comes out the way I want it to. And then something I'm also not the best at is landscaping, and something I struggle with are floor plans. So there's 4 things. What are things you are really bad or struggle with when you build? Because I actually always love the interior. I just absolutely love furnishing buildings, picking wallpapers, stuff like that. I definitely, because I have gotten into build CC lately, I definitely want to do like a build with build CC. I would obviously share links to everything as well so you could get the whole thing. But because I went into a few builds that I have done, and in one of them I used a lot of the build CC I had gotten like freshly back then, and I loved it so much because if you get Max's Match build CC, you can't really notice that it's CC unless you know every single object in the game, obviously, like a lot of us do. But it looks so good, it kind of looks like it belongs, and I feel like there's not that many wallpapers in The Sims that I actually like. That's why in here I just ended up going with a brick, because I just thought it's really fitting. Some of the brick is on the outside as well. I did change it for like the smaller part that's near the front porch. I did change it to be the same brick as it is on the inside, but I thought it looked kind of cozy, and I tried wood paneling, but I didn't like it with the flooring I picked. So, you know, I just thought the brick looked the nicest and kind of like had the vibe I wanted to go for. And as you can see, you know, like the whole kitchen, I imagine it's just how the parents had it and left it, and then the rest will be a lot more like teenage vibe, very messy, a lot of like just quirky little things around the place, which I really enjoyed doing. And I don't know, I definitely want to do more builds. Don't worry though, there will always be CC related videos on my channel because that is my true passion, you know. Finding CC and having it in my game for some reason for me is really nice. I'm sure most of you have heard of EA changing some rules that regard custom content behind paywalls and stuff. I will get more into it on Friday's video, which will be a CC haul, just because I think it's more fitting for the type of video than it is for this one. Because, you know, I feel like it's just gonna be people here that enjoy builds generally. I know that not a lot of people on my channel are watching my build videos, but if you are, or if you have been on the channel for a long time, like I'm talking years, you will know that it kind of started off 50% build, 50% cast, and then I got into creating CC related videos because it's obviously something I have done before the whole time, like getting more CC. And I have, just because I've been in that world for so long, I feel like I have gained the best ways to find CC, and I have like a whole like list of tumblers and patrons on my browser where I just click through everything for a CC video. So I know that for a lot of people that is just too much time to invest into it, so I think those CC videos really help. And I always say that in my CC hauls that I really love doing them because it kind of makes me feel accomplished, and it's something where I can be very organized and tidy, which is something I do love occasionally, so that is great. But builds, something I missed, honestly. When I went back into my save file and I saw all of the builds I have done, I was like, I kind of feel like proud of some of these, and I really want to get back into it. Then the first builds that I just did off camera were like a little bit clumsy, and I was like, oh my god, can I still do this? But I think I got to a point again where I'm happy with the builds I come up with, and I really love actually how this cabin turned out. I think it's so quirky on the inside, and there's just so much clutter and whatever. I think it's actually almost a starter as well. I didn't aim for it to be a starter, so I didn't watch the pricing, but when I moved a sim in to take the screenshot, what happened there for the build for the end of this video, I noticed that it's only like 200 simoleons off, like 230 or something off of being a starter. So if you want to download this as a starter for your sims, you could either just, you know, cheat a little bit more money for your sim to get it, or just place the build and delete something like some clutter item or whatever, and you'll be able to afford it. Maybe the mirror in the bedroom, I'm sure that one is quite expensive as well. So, you know, you can just like go in and delete something that you don't necessarily need. Most of the landscaping items are debug things, but I believe the trees weren't. So, you know, you could go and delete some of that stuff if you want it as a starter. I just didn't envision it like that because I wanted to go crazy with all the decorations and whatever. I didn't want to have to look at the simoleons that it comes to. So it was kind of surprising because I think there's so much clutter in this. I think it's literally just due to the landscaping being mostly debugged, so it's for free. And obviously the inside is quite small, and whenever you build a small house, you're able to furnish it way more because walls in The Sims are expensive, honestly. Walls and wallpaper and stuff like that. If you have a small house, you can just go crazy with the interior usually, and you'll be fine. Also, do you guys use debug objects for your landscaping? Because I feel like it's a great way to keep the cost down, because I think if you just have a house and the landscaping is really boring, it's kind of depressing to look at, in my opinion, because usually if you buy a house, there's already stuff around, you know, there will be like some I don't know, bushes, some trees, something like that, and it usually is like included in the cost of everything. And I don't think it's as expensive as it would be in The Sims when you landscape yourself with non-debug objects, because bushes and stuff like that are so expensive. Also, the pricing for things in The Sims always throws me off, because, for example, I think the doors we used were 50 simoleons, but so is the roll of toilet paper I put in the bathroom. So yes, that is a little bit concerning. I don't know who does the pricing for items in The Sims, but it's very all over the place. You either have to make the doors more expensive, which I guess would be bad, because then the buildings would be very expensive if you need doors, but then maybe just make the toilet paper roll like 10 simoleons, 5. Why is it 50 if a door is 50? It makes no sense to me. Like, imagine in real life you can buy a door for the same price as like a little thing to put your toilet paper on. It's ridiculous, but it is what it is. A lot of the pricing is just very odd. I would find it very complicated, I think, to price things in The Sims 4, because you want it to be balanced with what your Sims earn. Like, you probably want decoration items to be like a little bit expensive but affordable, so you can, you know, once your Sims start earning money, you want them to be able to afford things for their house. But I don't know, it's just because it's very unrealistic how much the Sims earn, right? Because they don't run on our lifespan, obviously. Like, a Sim's life is a lot shorter than ours, so they earn what we earn in like a month, sometimes on a day. So it's probably just very complicated to do pricing. Maybe I'm thinking like way too much into this, but it's what I thought about. Also, I never actually got the bug before where my, what is it called, terrain paint got deleted, but with this house, it got deleted like 3 times in the process of me moving a sim in. One of my sims died due to a heat stroke, so that was fun. Had to go back into the game again, and then all of my terrain paint was missing, and I had to redo it like a bunch of times, which was very annoying. So it's gonna end up looking a little bit different in the picture, like almost the same, but a little bit different in the pictures you will see at the end of this. But it's just, I don't know, I'm kind of proud of this because it's like my first proper build since I did my last speed build video, which was ages ago. Let me know what you think of speed builds. Let me know if you enjoy them. Let me know what other builds you would like to see. And with that said, you know, this video is getting close to the end here. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did. And if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you all next time. Bye.
The moon is bright, let's have some fun. Oh, this is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. Sick in the morning, baby, don't leave. They don't need to know we're out here wild and free. They say we're crazy, it's too much. And yeah, we're crazy, deep in love. This is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight